Hey there, welcome to the Chapter 4 video overview. The main goal for this week is to finish Chapter 2. That's all the nuts and bolts of precalculus. There's, once again, lots of vocabulary, notation, a whole bunch of algebra steps to learn. For the vocabulary, try to focus on learning the actual math definition instead of just a general understanding. For example, the word linear kind of connotes the idea of a straight line, kind of like straight, but that's not the math definition of linear. The math definition of linear is that it has a constant rate or slope, which means every 2 points, every pair of points will always have the exact same rate or slope between them. So that's the definition that we really need to use for our precalculus class. For notation, there's function notation, there's piecewise notation, there's interval notation, there's lots of different kinds of notations that all look kind of like gibberish if you're not used to them. Algebraic steps, there's combining lots of things, solving equations, transformations, and graphs, and there's just a lot to keep track of, so that is sort of a big thing to think about in terms of our overall objectives. Okay, so what's the big idea? Precalculus, the main goal of precalculus is to have students learn and essentially master each of the 12 main function types that will be used in calculus and all STEM fields. Linear functions, exponential functions, logarithmic functions, polynomial functions, there's 12 basic function types that we need to learn to be able to do basically anything in STEM. For each of those function types, we have 5 goals. We need to be able to write the equation or the model. We need to simplify that thing. We need to solve it, graph it, and then solve application problems involving that type of equation. So we have all these different 12 function types, and for each of those 12 function types, we need to be able to write it, simplify it, solve it, graph it, and apply it. So that's kind of the big scheme. And Chapter 2 has us practice all the basic techniques of writing, simplifying, solving, graphing, and dealing with word problems. So that's the idea here behind Chapter 2. Possible sticking points. Well, once again, it's easy to feel a bit overwhelmed with all the vocabulary and notation and formulas and procedures, etc. Remember, find a way to stay organized. You will really thank yourself as the semester goes on and we add more and more formulas and add more and more techniques. If you can get organized in the beginning of the semester, it's really going to pay off. If you're not sure organizational techniques, that's one of the things I can definitely help you with. I've made some suggestions before about having a separate place in your notebook, but whatever kind of method works well for you is the method we need to find for you to practice and utilize in this course. Okay, some reminders. Well, we do have the web assigned stuff due as usual. We have a lab assignment. I was going to make a reminder about lab assignments. They're designed to build your conceptual understanding, and some questions, therefore, can be challenging. Remember to show your work and or provide a justification for your answers. Answers should always have some sort of reasoning or evidence for them. Because remember, STEM fields, they comprise evidence-based procedures. There always should include evidence with your answers and your results and provide steps so that someone else can understand and replicate what your solution process was. Okay, this is true for all STEM fields. So no matter what you're taking, a science class, any other kind of class, remember, evidence-based, you should show your evidence and you should provide enough information so that someone else can understand and replicate what you did. Okay, so please reach out, please email me, drop by my Zoom tutoring hours. If there's anything I can help you with, we'll try to get you done and completely understanding all this material as soon as possible so you can be ready for next week. And then the week after that, we can get ready for our midterm. Okay, have a good week and hopefully I'll see you soon.